Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to our channel.
And we want to introduce myself. My name Hilma Indah Sari and my friends.
My name is Andaru Retno Kuncoro.
And
My name is Rizal Ismail. We are from Mathematic Education. In this video, we want changing the sound of this video with our voice. Curious about the result? Let's check this out.
I practice expressing my thoughts as much as possible, and I try to do this whenever I could.
I remember being really nervous for my interview. I interviewed at Magdalene College, where I had to interview. Actually, I had two more interviews, one at Martin College and one at Stug, which is where I am now. And during these 4 interviews, I saw many interesting questions. One real interesting question I saw was a question about cubes and the number of variants a cube has, 3 dimension, 4 dimension, and even higher dimension. It didn't stop there. We also discussed how many edges there are in this dimension, and we tried to find a formula for each one of these. I thought it was quite interesting. There were also very hard questions. One particular question I remember is I was asked to sketch the normal distribution, which was like bell curve, and I was asked to sketch its derivative by I and its derivative as well, so 2 derivative. That was easy enough, you just sketch it. And then he asked me, do I notice anything about the number of tuning points and the number of reeds as we go down? And then notice that as the differentiated each time, the number of reeds and the number of tuning point increases by 1. And then the question was given to me, can you prove that formula is true? And that was really difficult. I was really stumped at the beginning, and actually I didn't know what to say. But luckily for me, the interviewer, he gave me a prompt, he gave me a hint about some theorem that is really useful for this. I immediately managed to use this hint and then go on to answer the question. I thought I was really scared at first, but really rewarding at the end. I didn't get anything about my personal statement in the interview which I took. It wasn't too strong. I suppose I took it wasn't really interested at the interview.
I think that interviewers really need to see me struggle through a question because they want to see how I think. They want to see the research in which I go about a question, and so they would really like giving me a difficult question so that I do struggle with it, and they would often give me hints to see if I can cover it with them. If I do to attend the university and to prepare for the interviews, I kept that in mind. I practice embracing my thought as much possible, and I did this speaking out loud when I by myself answering math question, and I try to do this whenever I could.
well, I've also mentioned that I try to speak my thought as much as possible. Rather than that, I was really keen on solving Math BMU, British Math Olympiad question. I feel like that helped out a lot my problem solving skills. It gave me a good intuition on how to solve question, and I think it made me a better problem solver all around. And I did the mock interview with my teachers, and they were quite keen enough and to do the session with me. They emphasized that I should be speaking my thought out as much as possible. Even when I was struggling to come up with an answer, they encouraged me time and time again to try to give suggestion as how to solve the problem. For example, maybe we can solve this by induction even though you are not sure how you do that, and so on. So I did these things quite often, and I did it about 2 times a week with my teachers, the small interviews, and these other things I've mentioned. I try to keep them on getting in the background as I prepared for my interview.